Hi, mighty ones. This is the Right Brain Geek podcast, and I'm Pascale, your host. If you want to build a business that feels like your favorite outfit, come play with me, listen to my guests. We play Sherlock and find out how we can build a business that are based on our core values, fit our lifestyle, and light us up. So get cozy, listen up. That's the Right Brain Geek podcast. Episode 38 after a long pause. Thank you for listening and being back with me. So what happened in 2018? Well, I have gone nomad last December. I wanted to discover where I could set up the next chapter of my life because I'm moving out of the UK. And I have to say I wasn't expecting to stay nomad all year. 2018 has been full of surprises, unexpected projects, and quite a few things pushing me to grow professionally and personally. I've been cat sitting, house sitting, Airbnb-ing, staying in hotels because I've been working abroad much more than before. It's been an incredible experience for growth and the best learning environment to refine my user manual. It's not been all rosy though. There have been struggles to organize myself. I wasn't expecting the noise, the difficulty to discover a new place, to find when the sound was better, discovering when your neighbors practice their violin or their rap, or sometimes the Wi-Fi not being quite strong enough to do any work. So that's been one side of the practicalities that have been quite challenging. I wasn't expecting either the time I wasted just settling in or looking for the next place or where I can find this or that. Discovering places and neighborhood is actually time consuming. So as much as it's been amazing for growth, it hasn't been really great for my productivity. You can't win in all places. But all through this, I had my word for the year. I always pick a word, and 2018's word was experiment. And that's been amazing. I decided I would do something good for myself every day. I tried and failed some days, but it was all part of experimenting, always a source of info. You know how much I love playing Sherlock, so for me, chasing those clues has been amazing. If you want to see a bit of those clues and things I found all through the year, you can look for my hashtag 365 days of baby steps, because I've really tried to do smaller steps, but more regularly. I've also pushed myself to go 1% further than I thought I could do. It has been good, really good to take me out of all sorts of patterns I had that took me out of mild depression I got myself into earlier in the year. I didn't realize at first I was there, but looking back, yeah, I think I was there. The black dog was with me. So it's been really good to seize as well big opportunities that came knocking at my door. I think if I hadn't pushed myself that 1% further, I would have just stayed freaked out and not do the things. And honestly, those things gave me 2 massive projects that were a massive level up on my film career. And also I got invited on a big podcast, the Unconventionalist podcast, and that's been amazing. It was really just because I pushed myself that bit further. So really, really interesting. And I've lived through this year with that lens of experimenting and taking notes. So even when things felt a bit rough, I was able to get out of the situation a bit and looking at it from the outside and taking notes and understanding why it was not comfortable and why I was feeling a bit more meh. And all of this fuels my little user manual. Really interesting. So I've been writing down what was good for me, what was not so good, like things that I didn't realize before. Like for me, eating at a table is actually really good, and some Airbnbs don't have those. So, same, not walking every day was not good. Whenever I was able to go for a walk every day, those days were amazing, much better, more joy, more productivity, much better. So all in all, when I look back, result, positive. I've been adulting much more. I've enjoyed life more. I find joy more often. And lately people have commented on me looking different, and not just because of my new haircut, but like something subtle has changed, but something positive. I've collected so much data on what I could have done better in 2018, and I can implement for 2019. So I have had to admit as well, I don't always commit well. I procrastinate too much to my liking, and easy to perfectionism. I thought I was a reformed perfectionist, but I am not done with it. I'm still a work in progress there, so I'm sure many of you can relate to that. And I've decided to give myself small goals and commit more, go all in and really push myself, not just 1% further in 2019, but maybe 10% further. It goes for work, but also for self-care. I'm going to give myself even more self-care than I did, because I've seen how good it was when I was really taking care of myself, finding the right nutrients, finding the right pace, and it's so important for productivity and happiness. So that's where I'm going. I don't want to spread myself as much. I want to keep my dreams big, but as guiding stars, not actual milestone to reach, because this way is actually less stress and more action. And that has been good last year, well, this year, and it's going to be amazing for next year now that I've really kind of nailed down how it was working for me. So thank you so much for your patience with me not posting as much any podcast episode or not being always there on social. Thank you for still giving me your time here, listening to the podcast, watching me, reading me on Insta, or reading the newsletter. So another thing I realized this year, I was trying too hard to post every week for the podcast, or to really do something that was really refined for the newsletter, and actually I kind of fell down. So I'm leading active campaign, which is great autoresponder, but it requires to work from a computer. So I'm going back to MailChimp because that's one of the autoresponder that has an app and you can work from your phone. So no excuse, even if I travel, even if there's no Wi-Fi, I should be able to work much better and send the newsletter, because I know for me it's really important. It's really a way to talk directly to you. That's an amazing tool for connection. As I like to say, there's not one best tool. There's the tool that's best for you and your situation. I want to be travel-proof and fatigue-proof in 2019. Being able to work from my phone will help for both of these aspects. Here you have it, mighty ones. This is season 3 of the Right Ranking podcast. So a new start, a new chapter in my life as the move to Berlin is getting closer. I'm really feeling the pull to be adulting even more. I hope what is lined up will help you carve a better life and business, inspire you into action as I step up into a new dimension where I procrastinate late and take more action and deliver more information for you, mighty ones. So I'm not going to try to do a weekly podcast and fail and then feel terrible about it. So now you can expect 2 episodes every month, the first and the third Tuesday from January. I really wanted to come back in December and give you this as episode before Christmas. Lisa Delberg is our next guest, and I wanted to prove to you and to myself that commitment of being there and being regular. So not only I want to start the year as I mean to go on, but I actually don't want to wait for the new year, and I want to give you this episode before Christmas. So here it is. Have a fantastic little time. I know many of you struggle at this time of year. So many challenges, financially or emotionally. So please, mighty ones, be patient, be kind to yourself. Enjoy the next episode with Lisa Dalberg and come chat with me on Instagram, Facebook or Twitter. I can't wait to hear from you. I'm Right Brain Geek everywhere, and I would love to hear how you're year has gone and what you have planned or what you hope for 2019. Remember to fill your tank and remember that you are stronger than you think, mighty one.